Good morning. It's the end of September 2020. So, what a year. I'm not going to cop out again with too much explanation. It's early in the morning. I haven't even had my cup of coffee yet. Okay, I'm going to read the words of somebody else. And then I'm going to have a little explanation at the end. Because these are not my words. These are somebody else's words. Anyway, this person wrote this just over a year ago, September 2019. Okay. Consciousness, prior to any control or manipulation, only embodied two energies that worked in complete balance and harmony with each other. We all have the male and female energy within a single orb of consciousness. Male and female occupied each half, creating balance and wholeness. Although this energy worked in balance and harmony, both functions of this energy worked completely differently. The male energy stayed grounded, was the root, the stability for each other. He understood his immediate surroundings. His one point of focus was to keep grounded, as it was the base for him and the female. He kept the base safe and protected. The female energy were the eyes for the male. The female was the adventurer who ventured outside of the immediate reality to understand the larger concept of reality, to bring back part of the picture and communicate this information to the male. The male would ground the female after her travels and listen to and understand. Both parties would help each other to get the bigger picture. Both energies' main objective was to keep each other safe and protected, but gave each other freedom, as it was the freedom of being themselves that kept each other safe and protected and gave each other a full understanding of their surroundings. Full trust in one another allowed this process to be. This format worked perfectly, but unfortunately at one point the female part of consciousness ventured too far out and lost contact with her male half. The male energy became fearful, and fear was born. He also felt loss and didn't understand what had happened to his female counterpart. All communication between both energies were lost. When the female returned to the male, instead of trying to understand her, he engulfed her in his energy, imprisoning her, as he was fearful he would lose her again. Even though the female energy was within him, he and she had lost who she was. She couldn't venture out and see, so they both lost their eyes and both became blind to their reality. The male energy took control of his reality, not allowing the female to fly, see, or flourish. He became blind, in a state of loss, that navigating through reality was dark and scary without the female by his side. He was vulnerable even though he believed he was in control. Unnatural energies started to attach to him, more and more synthetic energies attached to him, driving him, but he was in complete darkness, unable to see what had overtaken him. The male was now being completely manipulated and controlled by synthetic energies. He mistakenly felt that the synthetic energy was the female energy and became more and more fearful of the female, but this energy was actually fake feminine. Fake feminine energy is a controlling, manipulating energy which true female energies don't do. When looking at the root of control and manipulation, that is where it all started. The imbalance came from loss of communication between male and female energy. Then fear was felt. Then that drove the male to imprison the female, and then the infiltration of synthetic energies began. Synthetic energies' prime objective is to keep everything out of balance, to stop the male connecting to the real feminine energy, as this will be the death of synthetic energy, which is why females are a threat to this matrix. This is why relationships can be such a struggle, because we're living in a swamp of synthetic energies. However, consciousness is fighting to restore balance by bringing back the harmony and balance between the male and female, freeing the female energy from within, which will bring back our eyes, and we will see the control and manipulation which we have been under. Learning to trust one another again after lifetimes of manipulation and restoring the balance will break down the synthetic energies that have driven us for so long. Looking at societies from around the world, the female has been controlled and manipulated. We have dampened the true feminine in fear of losing her, or we lack the understanding of this true conscious energy. We have manipulated the female to be more male, losing herself and her role in society. This is also a reflection of the energy within ourselves. If we control, dampen or deny our female energy, we become more vulnerable to synthetic energies attaching and controlling us. This is happening within us and is reflected within those societies. Only when we, as a human race, realize the importance of the female energy and allow her to flourish and fly, to listen to her perspective on her reality and understand how she sees reality, and where respect and trust is apparent on both sides of the female and male energy, will we restore true harmony and balance. We all will be protecting one another. Both energies need one another. Both energies are equally important in order for this reality to work harmoniously. No God, no control or manipulation over female or male energy can take place, as that has only taken away everything we need to work in peace and harmony. So, I read that. Now this person's a brilliant person. I mean, just an amazing person, because that's a very close look at what is happening around us. It's a narrative, it's not dark, it's light. What most people hang on to when they hear something or read something is, the summation, the little part at the end. They're not listening to the whole story, but that story, that explanation, it's not a story, that explanation of who we are, of that male and female energy within, that's it. I mean, we are. Anyway, I like that. I liked it very much, but again, that last sentence does kind of kill the whole article and make it seem pretty hopeless for people who have a different name for consciousness, have a different name for this being, and they get fooled by thinking it's this God or that God, or they're looking outside for things that are within, and they're not accepting the first initial idea that we are this duality, this balance. Anyway, I can clearly see that the person who wrote this was talking about people looking for an external God, in the sense of it being a third party, and there should be no third party manipulation or control. If we're awaiting a third party to do our work for us, we are allowing ourselves to be manipulated, and I can see that clearly now. Words in the written word especially cannot heal us. I'm very aware of that. But it can light the way. And I'm not just following words. Deep inside, I know we are the light. It's like we are the male and female energy that we always were. It's manipulation and control, and I think most words are part of the control system. Oh, must be time for my cup of coffee. Okay. Balance of our light bodies allows us to sense fully that we are the light that we seek. It sounds very Zen, doesn't it? The light we seek is the balance of the energies of our light bodies. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's that. I read that and I was absolutely aware of the energy I'm witnessing by just looking out my window right now. There's a kind of stillness to the day as it opens up. It's early in the morning, and that stillness is allowing me to feel the male and female energy forming within me and letting go. Can't control it. Let it be. All right. Sending you love. I've got to go now. And looking forward to more people being kind, caring, empathetic, understanding. We are love, we are light. And love always wins. And the light is there. Cheers then.